Hello, this is Mr. Osa, and I'm here to share with you some knowledge about canoes. And here we've got a beautiful canoe sitting on a lake. It looks like, and I'm not an expert at canoes, but I'm going to tell you my best. I believe this is made out of hide, animal hide. Um, so canoes were used as First Nations technology to get around Canada, okay, because there were no roads and there were no railroads. And there was, frankly, no need for roads or railroads because Canada has so many lakes and so many rivers that you could easily get around just by using canoes. Here's a canoe that's made out of birch bark. Okay, very large, very strong. Could go down rapids, withstand very big waves, not snap or break apart. The fur trade, it lasted about 200 years in Canada. These canoes were very central to them. They were used by um, anybody who was involved in the fur trade. Okay, as you can see in this map, there's all these connections here of rivers and lakes. Sometimes you would have to portage. Portage is when you actually have to pick up your canoe and go hiking with your canoe. So sometimes you may have to portage to get around some rapids or a waterfall maybe. You have to portage if you have to connect maybe from one lake to another lake or one river to another river. So it was a lot of work. It wasn't easy, but it was all there was to get around. Even during the 60s, there was a race. There was a canoe race from the Rocky Mountains, which are right around here, all the way to Montreal. That was for the expo they had during the 60s in Montreal. And so people would get all across the country, all the way to the north, all the way to the east and to the west, just with canoes. Here's an image here of a canoe that's being made out of a log of cedar, and takes a lot of work, a lot of time. And right now we're going to make canoes too. So you are going to want to press pause right now on this video and trace this right now. Okay, trace that out. Okay, so this is after you've traced it out, this is what it's going to look like a little bit. Okay, this is your outline of your canoe, and these are your crossbars. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to add some designs on the bow, that's the front of your canoe, and the stern of your canoe. Make it look good, make it your design. Take your time though, right? Relax. Okay, the next thing you want to do is add some color and some texture. I want this design is to make it look like it's from a birch bark, so I'm trying to make it look like birch bark right here. And here's my design. You want to have kind of like a mirror image on your design, whatever you pick your design to be. Next thing you do, you want to cut out your canoe and your cross beams, and you're going to put a little spot of glue just on the tips of your canoe. Again, press pause at any time so you can follow along in this video. Then you're going to pinch the ends of your canoe together and hold it. Just hold it for a little bit so the glue's there. Now you do the other side. Okay, you pinch it. You're gonna cut out these little cross beams down here. And this is your tabs. This is a close-up of the tabs of your cross beams. Make sure you do fold it. Okay, and these are your tabs. Okay. And you insert it. You might need to use tweezers. You might need an adult to help you if you're having a really hard time with these small little details. Sometimes you might even need to use a pencil to kind of help push it in there. Okay. And then you've glued it in so that it gives you strength. Okay, your crossbar. You need to add in the other two if you want. You don't really have to. I actually stopped right here. But if you wanted to make it look more correct, you can do that. And if you really want to, you could also do a little person, okay, a little dude, or a little First Nations guy, or a little fur trader guy, and kind of cut him out and sit him down in there. Okay, take a photograph